Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Guagua versus Infi, taking place here on, well, Terranistan. Well, both of the players are going to be orcs, so give me a second. Infi is going to be the one that doesn't have a B in the name. Alright, so Guagua is over here on the top left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom right, we have Infi, who randomly spawned orc. This is going to be an orc versus orc mirror match. I'm hoping that, well, both of these players don't go for Blade Masters. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to spot. I did switch up the colors just so you can have the red and the blue line up over here in the population as things are getting underway. I'll probably be experimenting with streaming again tomorrow. For any of you guys who are wondering what happened to my Twitch stream, just recording in a little bit of my downtime in between a bunch of action, and didn't think it would be a good idea to try and, well, stream during my lunch break. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Ultra of Storms will be coming to an end here, and it looks like it is going to be a Farseer. So Farseer going up against a Shadow Hunter. Very interesting. No Blade Master, so I don't have to worry about keeping track of an invisible unit on the mini-map. Now, Farseer is, well, normally very strong, and especially if you want to go into tier 2 very quickly. So far, we don't see a Voodoo Lounge as of yet. We may be looking at this peon setting up a Voodoo Lounge here. If we do see a very fast tech to tier 2, that would not come as a surprise to me, as that's normally what you do with Farseer first. Shadow Hunter first, on the other hand, you need to get more grunts out onto the field. A Voodoo Lounge should be built relatively soon because you need to get mana onto that Shadow Hunter. A Voodoo Lounge is actually being built down over here, and what you're going to try and do is, well, aggro the creeps in such a way where the Shadow Hunter gets a lightning shield. By getting a lightning shield onto that Shadow Hunter, the Shadow Hunter can then make its way in, hide itself amongst all of these units, and then by doing so, deal a lot of damage. Alright, let's gonna go ahead and take a look. There is that lightning shield, and purposely positioning itself to go ahead and try and surround and deal a lot of damage. Alright, you can see the lightning shield just dealing damage across multiple units right there. Is the Shadow Hunter going to be able to make its way out? Yes, it will. There goes the unit, as the Shadow Hunter purposely continues to back up, and a very good use of that lightning shield, getting up to level 2, picking up a potion of greater mana. Also has a Forest Troll Shadow Priest, which should be able to heal up this Shadow Hunter pretty quickly, but apparently is actually going to be saving a bit of mana and going to be using up a healing salve instead. Nicely done. Meanwhile, Farseer from Infi going to make its way out, going after these, well, rogue wizard creep camps. Normally, this is more done in order to try and shut off your opponent from being able to get too many powerful items on the Blade Master. Those rogue wizards actually drop very, very nice items, slippers of agility, gloves of haste for those units, but actually it was not a drop there, and as once we see and spot a Shadow Hunter, well, things may be a little bit different. Guagua now making its way over, putting pressure onto the Farseer. Farseer now sitting at level 1. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter is sitting at level 2 and could in fact put a lot of pressure. Double gauntlets of Ogre Strength plus 3, giving him a little bit more durability, but that potion of greater mana could potentially become a problem as well. Alright, units are going to try and head back away. Forest Troll Shadow Priest gets a quick abolish magic. Are we going to see another abolish magic here as the Farseer now looking to head back again? Alright, Forest Troll Shadow Priest down to 161 hit points. Going to try and back away. Meanwhile, the Farseer is taking a lot of damage, taking considerable amount of damage there, constantly getting attacked and pressured as the, well, Shadow Hunter tries to keep pace with that intelligence-based Farseer. Alright, let's take a look at this. A little bit more damage could be coming across here. I believe the range is just enough, as what it is down to 161 hit points. Could try to go for a healing salve. Grunt is going to get in the way. Spirit Wolves are there as well. There's another quick Hex as it goes down to 136. Alright, Shadow Hunter doing a quick dance all the way around. What is going on here? Let's take a look at this. This one Farseer could end up getting taken down. Scroll of Speed now being used. Farseer trying to get away. A very fast moving crab. Never seen a crab move so fast in my life, as that Farseer down to 50 hit points, but will be able to get away. Scroll of Town Portal quickly being used there. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter chasing after all of these units once more. Good use, forcing his opponent to use not only the Scroll of Town Portal, but also the the Scroll of Speed in order to save a level 1 hero. That's not really what you want to be looking at or what you want to see your opponent doing. Not a good use of resources. Meanwhile, in the center portion of the map, we are at Stronghold, which means we are now going into Pit Lord. Alright, Pit Lord with double gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Is it going to try and go for Cleave? Yes, Cleave on a double gauntlet of Ogre Strength Pit Lord. That is some massive damage being dealt there. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter is just all around here causing lots of problems. As you can take a look, damage, healing, all getting interrupted. You can take a look, mana on that Shadow Hunter already back up to 285 after using that potion of greater mana, as the unit will be looking to back up again. Farseer is sitting at level 2. Healing Salve was used by the Shadow Hunter. It looks like it will be able to get away. No real problem there. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord on the far side of the map also grabbing up Gloves of Haste. That's exactly the item that he was looking for to try and, well, deal more damage. Alright, you can take a look at that, how fast that unit is attacking, how much splash damage is being dealt across all the other units there, as the Pit Lord could go for Howl of Terror as well. It will be able to dive into situations, and if it even gets a Lightning Shield, being next to a Pit Lord is going to be extremely hazardous to your health. Alright, there's that Howl of Terror. Now, massive damage reduction across the board. Howl of Terror, well, you can see that the Pit Lord's trying to finish off a large number of units. It should actually be attacking this swiping in this direction to try and deal massive bits of damage. Meanwhile, the Enforcer is coming across here. The Forest Troll Shadow Priest should also be trying to heal up the Pit Lord. The Shadow Hunter is nearby. Healing Salve should be used up on that Forest Troll Shadow Priest here, and heals to go around. Shadow Hunter, however, having a difficult time trying to heal back up all of these units. Ankh of Reincarnation picked up by that Pit Lord as well. Alright, units. Oh, where are we going? Tauren Chieftain. Oh, bad idea by the red orc player engaging, not realizing that, well, units were right behind him. Meanwhile, Shadow Hunter going to try and get away. Howl of Terror quickly being used. Healing Wave now. Shadow Hunter will be forced to try and get away again, as the Pit Lord could be in trouble. Pit Lord could try and turn back around. Scroll of Town Portal now being used back the other way. Lightning Shield and now cast across that Farseer there, as the Farseer going to be forced to retreat as well. Potion of Greater Mana once again picked up. Tauren Chieftain and also the Farseer, both of them have potions of greater mana. And with that said, the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain will be able to cast spells very freely. Meanwhile, Pit Lord going to be coming across along on the inside here. I am looking for a Forest Troll Shadow Priest. I believe it was taken out. Yeah, taken out in an earlier battle, perhaps off over here, as the Pit Lord now looks to clean up these remaining units. Alright, BS gonna... well, let's take a look. Red Pit Lord gonna finish off the north side of this creep camp here. Pit Lord almost at level 3. Peon is going to be able to set up an expansion here. Meanwhile, Infi has already done exactly that. Level 3 on the Farseer, level 3 on the Tauren Chieftain. Meanwhile, Pit Lord will be getting to level 3 after this creep camp here, but healing is going to be rather difficult. Shadow Hunter is at level 3. Level 2 Healing Wave will definitely help. We are looking into Tauren Totems for those Spirit Walkers, as the Shadow Hunter trying to fight back against all of these Spirit Wolves. Where are they going to be perhaps trying to go next? Alright, Spirit Wolves about to get, well, timed life death. Let's take a look back across here as we're finishing off these units. Pit Lord in the front, able to swipe very large bits of damage. Another Gloves of Haste. Alright, if the Pit Lord, well, also has Claws of Attack +9, major damage, +15 damage across all of these units here. And if the Pit Lord gets into that front line location, every swipe is going to be dealing so much damage, while Howl of Terror is going to be mitigating much of that damage. And, well, Healing Wave is going to be healing a lot of that damage. That is the trifecta that we're looking at right now. However, Infi does have the economic advantage now with the Great Hall already up at his natural expansion. Tauren Chieftain with Vampiric Aura going to be able to get in a little bit of healing, as Infi's army actually looks much healthier as well. Let's take a look. Enforcer going to end up getting taken down here. Oh, Chain Lightning for the steal on the item, and oh, Lightning Shield there. Pit Lord tries to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain gets ensnared. Shadowhunter picks up the Wand of the Wind, but a beautiful, beautiful steal of that experience there as the Pit Lord and the Shadowhunter about to make their way back down. Let's take a look. Renegade Wizard and all of these assassins now making their way off as well. There is a sentry ward here, but little does he know, Infi knows exactly what is happening as the units are going to be coming back around the corner. Timing is going to be key, but Lightning Shield cast across multiple units, trying to get all of these units away. Let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain and Pit Lord are going to try and get into that front line. Pit Lord also with Spirit Link quickly getting disenchanted or purged off. Howl of Terror now as all the units are trying to head back. Tauren Chieftain does get ensnared, and is there enough damage here? Pit Lord in that front line removing the damage as we now see another Pit Lord. Howl of Terror definitely on the field as we take a look. Lightning Shield, Healing Wave, Lightning Shield, Stomp. What is going on here? A crazy damage battle across the board. Lightning Shield now being thrown down as the Pit Lord continuing to fight as well. Howl of Terror, Pit Lord fighting back every which way. Kodo Beast unable to eat up anything as the Pit Lord may try and run into that back location to finish off some more units. Howl of Terror, let's come across Red trying to finish off some units here. It looks as though, well, the Farseer could get taken down. Farseer goes down here. Pit Lord once again gets stomped. Units are trying to go back every which way as Infi is moving around with all these units. Farseer now resurrected, however, could get taken down again as the Pit Lord does have massive damage. Stomp coming across here. Lightning Shield, massive surround. Farseer going to get finished off for the second time. Shadowhunter in a bit of trouble. Passes the Ankh of Reincarnation over as the Pit Lord now going to try and perhaps go after some of these other units here. The Shaman are not going to be altogether that healthy if the Pit Lord gets a hold on them. Spirit Walkers now back away here as the Shadowhunter is in trouble, down to 100 hit points. It is going to try and get away with Spirit Link. It may actually be able to slip away. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord sitting at level 4, plus 15 attack, double gloves of haste, and no one really wants to go into a big battle there at all. 51 supply compared to 36. Expansion of red not really saturated at all. Meanwhile, Infi has mined significantly more gold, about 2,000 more or 1,800 more gold at this stage. Pit Lord sitting at level 4, Shadowhunter sitting at level 4 as well as the Spirit Walkers are out onto the field. They are getting healed back up. Pit Lord in that front location absorbing all of that damage. For some reason not using a Howl of Terror. I would have expected a Howl of Terror to be used already. Healing Wave to try and heal back up some of that damage, but it didn't really look like much damage was healed at all. Alright, Scourge Bone Chimes, as the Pit Lord is going to be able to regenerate even some damage that is being dealt, all of that melee damage being dealt. Tauren Chieftain now makes its way over, both sides with Scourge Bone Chimes, one side with Endurance Aura, and let's take a look. Pit Lord, Ring of Regeneration as well, a lot of longevity to be had as well. Both mines are now starting to be fully operational. Kodo Beast now looking to pull back here. Shadowhunter in the backfield also has a Clarity Potion and a Potion of Mana, plenty of heals to go around. Pit Lord may try to dive in on that front location again. He is getting healed. Meanwhile, Infi's army is going to take the other bridge in order to try and put pressure. 46 supply compared to 57 right now. And if Infi's army is not attacking, he's actually on the losing end since he is getting heavily taxed. Lightning Shield across multiple units, quickly getting purged once more as the Force Troll Shadow Priest now backs its way out. Alright, let's go after this creep camp here. It looks like, yes, Bloodlust. A Bloodlust on the Shaman, from the Shaman. I don't remember the last time I actually saw Bloodlust in a game. We are at Fortress on both sides as we're going into a Spirit Walker Mastery training. Are we actually going to start seeing Tauren? Tauren can get resurrected. We are going into Troll Berserkers, as the Shaman are going to be just diving into position here. Shaman with a Bloodlust going to be able to deal so much damage. The Pit Lord with Bloodlust, well, going to be swiping so quickly. Scroll of Town Portal now coming in. All the units now trying to get away. Are they going to be able to back out in time? Where are all the units? There you are. Tauren Chieftain quickly gets hexed. A quick purge right there as the peons now trying to head back as well. Alright, units are engaging back and forth. Pit Lord does have an Orb of Lightning. Is he going to be able to start fighting back the other way as both sides are starting to fight? There's a quick hex right there as the Tauren Chieftain is out in that spot. Alright, Pit Lord trying to Howl of Terror. Is going to be able to swipe anything? Yes, swipes down that one healing ward. Meanwhile, Howl of Terror going across multiple units. Kodo Beast unable to heal anything. Lightning Shield, Stomp, followed by a Purge to just try and constantly remove massive Lightning Shield as the Shamans are just fighting their way through. Not your standard game. Lightning Shield on the Tauren Chieftain again. Tauren Chieftain gonna have a bit of bad luck, gonna get taken down. There it goes. Gets swiped down as the Pit Lord should be able to start slicing things up once again. Alright, Pit Lord looking to just go after targets and doing exactly that. Getting a Purge, a proc off of that Orb of Lightning. As you see, more damage, and now, well, resurrecting Tauren here. We are going into stasis traps. Alright, stasis trap to try and stop the opponent, but no, the stasis trap, I believe, was quickly disenchanted by a Spirit Walker. Alright, nothing to resurrect here, or at least no Spirit Walkers to resurrect. Tauren Totem not training up any units so far. 42 over 60 compared to 66 over 80. Infi has the advantage as we take a look at Wind Riders now in the air, causing major problems as well. Alright, Wind Riders in the air looking to put pressure onto this mining line. No watchtower to be seen, and that could be the issue. The Pit Lord does have, well, almost upwards of 80 damage, 70 damage, plus a splash damage across multiple units. That damage is going to add up very fast. But, well, the other side does in fact have Troll Witch Doctors with healing wards and stasis traps. Alright, if it wasn't for the Pit Lords, I would say this looked like a Reign of Chaos game. Not your standard game at all. Well, the Pit Lords and the Shadow Hunters making it a little bit of a head scratcher, but at least entertaining to watch. Now, Pit Lord now making its way off over here. Is this expansion going to get scouted? No, it is not. Infi not going to scout out that expansion. Pit Lord going to try to pick up some more useful items. Kodo Beast, nothing in its belly. Shadow Hunter could pick up some more items. Yes, there it goes, as we now going to see an engagement. Chain Lightning quickly finishing things off. Pit Lord now with that swipe, able to deal so much damage, as we see Bloodlust on those Wind Riders causing so many problems. Shadow Hunter, is it going to pick up a Scroll of Town Portal just in case it needs to teleport across the map there? Farseer now looking to back up again, but Infi doesn't know about this expansion still, giving a little bit of, well, a much stronger economy than it would appear to be. Shadow Hunter going to get into position. Let's take a look. No Hex anywhere to be spotted as there goes a Peon. The Peon does drop off the gold in time, but that's pretty much it. Alright, Troll Bat Riders suiciding themselves on a couple of Wind Riders. There you have it. It is still 2 bases to 2 bases as, well, Infi tries to set up a new base as well. This Great Hall could end up getting taken down. Stasis traps are down as well. Are they going to end up getting taken down? There goes another. As you see, the Tauren Chieftain dove in a bit too far. There's a Stomp. And now the Pit Lord is going to be stuck in this location here. Alright, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Who's actually going to fight their way through? Howl of Terror across multiple units, trying to focus down all these units here. Troll Bat Riders. Are they going to try and suicide against some of those Wind Riders as the Pit Lords are just swiping all over the map? Another Tauren Chieftain Stomp followed by Lightning Shield, as Lightning Shield Stomp has become standard meta now, as the Tauren Chieftain coupled with Stomp deals so much damage if that Lightning Shield sticks. Another big Stomp right there as the Farseer gets to level 4. Pit Lord trying to go after some more units as those units are getting taken down. Summoning new Spirit Wolves. Level 4 Disenchant trying to get that Shadow Hunter now sitting at level 5. Kodo Beast, is it going to be able to get away? Kodo Beast trying to get away now, down to 306 hit points. Scroll of Town Portal now used by the Farseer in order to head back as the Pit Lord sits at level 5. Shadow Hunter is at level 5 compared to a 4-4-3 Infi. Expansion, or a new base about to be up and running. 2 more minutes of mining at the main bases. Meanwhile, no mining here at the natural expansion. I don't care what the minimap says about a building being there, it is not there. Stasis trap, however, may come as a nasty surprise at some point in time. Meanwhile, the peons here are still mining away at this gold mine. Spirit Wolves will scout this out and realize, you know what, what is going to end up happening here? Spirit Wolf is now going to go after those peons. Are we going to see some critical strikes? Yes, 34, 32 point critical strikes across all those units. More mining still getting underway. We may see some long distance mining off of the natural expansion as well as these peons. Are they going to end up surviving? Are we going to see a couple of disenchants? That is the big question there. There goes multiple units. More peons trying to get added. Healing wave in time. As well, there are currently, I believe, only 2 or 3 peons working. 2 more need to be added. 50 over 72. The red orc player, not Infi, Lin Gaogao, has been staying in or trying to stay out of high or upkeep for quite some time. He may actually have more gold mined than his opponent as he breaks into low upkeep now. Witch Doctor, Shaman, Forest Troll Berserkers, Tri-Hero now making a move off to the north once again. Meanwhile, back across over here, Wind Riders are going to just dive on in, and this potentially could be a problem. No fortified armor upgrade at all, and you're going to see those Orc Burrows just absolutely fall. Meanwhile, back on the other side here, Shaman, stasis traps, all of this now trying to get underway here, trying to get some repairs in as well. Are we going to actually see some repairs? There is 1 Orc Burrow, pretty much all that is left as the Troll Bat Riders. Oh, are they going to suicide? Yes, 1, 2 suicides as the battle now raging across on the other side here. Pit Lords and Tauren Chieftain, Shadow Hunters, and Farseers battling it out off to the north, trying to head back off to the side. Infi trying to put pressure here. Massive army of Infi eating away, but the Pit Lord has just been diving on through, and that Pit Lord can deal a lot of damage with that cleave swipe. Tauren Chieftain gonna get off perhaps another stomp here in just a moment. The Pit Lord has not been actually hitting a wide array of units. Meanwhile, Healing Wave happening just in time, but that Spirit Walker taking far too much damage while in the ethereal form. Normally that would work out well. However, your opponent is in fact, well, what can I say about this? No, what the Pit Lord actually catching up a lot of damage. Scroll of Healing was used there. If the Pit Lord can actually start finishing off some big units here. Let's take a look. Is it going to be able to finish off that unit? Massive stasis trap's going to come across here. Stasis trap number 1 goes off, and all of those units are now just by themselves. Meanwhile, back across over here, triple heroes trying to finish off units. The Pit Lord could finish and deal a lot of damage. Pit Lord now gets up to level 4. The Pit Lord now trying to fight its way back through. Shadow Hunter still has Ankh of Reincarnation, so he is not going to have that many problems as Healing Wave now goes down again. Shadow Hunter, plenty of longevity. This Tauren Chieftain has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability as well. As we're going to take a look, Tauren Chieftain could actually get hexed here. Oh, there's that hex in the middle of the stomp. Let's take a look at that. Scroll of Speed now trying to get away in time. Tauren Chieftain has a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, but is going to be able to get away. No, it is not, as a Raider now pulls off and gets off a beautiful ensnare. Meanwhile, more battling raging on through. Tauren Chieftain still surrounded, even though he is temporarily immune. Tauren Chieftain could get taken down. Alright, Tauren Chieftain in some major trouble right now, trying to make its way back out here. This is not looking good at all. Raider is down to 206 hit points. Is it going to be able to make its way back out? There is the ensnare, and now we may have a shift in the wall here to try and offer some protection. 42 supply compared to 68. Units have teleported back. Orc Burrow trying to be reestablished. Meanwhile, Spirit Wolves finishing off this some of the experience here. 41 supply. We're going to see a couple of disenchants finishing off those units. Shadow Hunters, both of them sitting at level 5, going up against a 4-5-4. Tauren Chieftain is at 5. Farseer and Pit Lord both at 4. Alright. Healing Wards basically acting as, almost like tranquility for Infi right now, using these healing wards on these witch doctors back at home. The army is going to be very well healed back up. Meanwhile, you see a wall of Spirit Walkers are right here saying, you know what's going to go on here? Are you going to try and dive on in? And yes, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to dive on in now. We could perhaps see a bit of repairing what is going on across here as the Pit Lord is swiping across multiple units. All right, here you go. Pit Lord and Shadow Hunter making its way back over. We are looking at Chain Lightning dealing massive damage. Stomp also finishing off a bit of the units, as well as the Pit Lord should be making a move on in. Is there any Scrolls of Town Portal? Yes, there are. Pit Lord is trying to get in a position, and are the Spirit Walkers actually going to act as a wall trapping Infi's units on the inside. That's exactly what's happening here. All right, all of the units are just trapped on the inside. This one, oh wait, actually, how is he able to slip past that unit there? It looks like the collision radius was just not quite right. Meanwhile, another stomp going down, a Spirit Link trying to save a unit, and it looks as though Healing Wave going to save a unit again, as all the units are still pulling back once more. That one unit so low for so long. Meanwhile, massive stasis traps and healing wards over here at the natural expansion once more. This expansion will end up getting taken down. More stasis traps again. The Pit Lord will not be able to get in here, but this is a lot of Witch Doctors and other units just trying to get into position. There you go. There's one stasis trap, as the Pit Lord could try and find its target now. All right, let's take a look. There's another stasis trap to go. Spirit Link, more massive stasis traps. Units are trying to chase after all of these units here. Let's take a look. A couple of disenchants. Another stasis trap come down, as now switching over to the other expansion over here to the top right. Pit Lord, Spirit Walkers in the ethereal form, not that good against a troll Witch Doctor Shaman army. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord taking a lot of damage. More disenchant coming across. There's a big stomp there, as the Shaman get a lightning shield down onto all of these units once more. All right, the Pit Lord could be in trouble. It could get taken down. It looks like it will get taken down. There it goes. Infi is going to come away with the victory, doing a wonderful job using troll Witch Doctors and Shamans with Bloodlust. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, total gold mined. Only about a 700 difference between the two because of the discrepancy in the overall taxes. 5,000 gold lost to taxes versus 660. So really a well-maintained money game. It was just there was too much large of an army and too efficient use of Lightning Shield on that Tauren Chieftain and that Pit Lord with that Howl of Terror and that Cleave.